Hey, here's a manual, aka a guide, on how to progress through the whole game while playing with a ranged classed setup. First things first, we should gather some wood and create some simple houses for new NPCs to arrive. Find some chests, gather shurikens and grenades, which we should not use until the demolitionist arrives. Then it's a good idea to dig down, find an extractinator and gather some materials for a better pickaxe. After finding an extractinator, we should go to the underground desert and collect some desert fossils. This gathered resource can be used in an extractinator to obtain sturdy fossils, which can be turned into armor and throwing weapons. Then we visit the Crimson or the Corruption biome to break Crimson Hearts or Orbs. We obtain a weapon and then the arms dealer arrives. We sell everything we have, gather enough money for a mini shark. After that, once again we venture down to the caves and find enough heart crystals to obtain at least 200 health. By doing this, we allow the goblin invasion to arrive. Defeating them allows us to find a goblin tinkerer somewhere underground. We purchase rocket boots, reforge weapons, and combine all the possible accessories we have. When that is done, we venture to various different biomes and gather ingredients for potions, as well as create a simple arena. We use potions, all the throwing weapons we have, as well as the mini shark, and defeat the first boss, Eye of Cthulhu. Defeating the boss allows us to craft a tendon or a demon bow, and we should also consider crafting Jester's arrows. Then we venture down the caves once again, try to find as many life crystals as we can, and defeat the Queen Bee. After finding the dungeon and creating a long arena, we can finally defeat the Skeletron. Now that the dungeon's entrance is free, we can explore it and gather bones for a necro armor set. Craft various potions as well as bee nades, venture to hell and obtain the guide's voodoo doll. Create a long pathway and defeat the wall of flesh using bee nades as well as the bee's knees. After entering the hard mode, we can actually gather hellstone by using regular or sticky bombs as well as dynamite. Then we can pay a visit to the arms dealer and buy a shotgun. After that, we can create a molten pickaxe with all the ore we just gathered. Since it takes time for the world's evil to spread, we should craft the vicious or vile powder and spread it in a near desert biome. After visiting the Corruption or the Crimson biome and smashing altars, we can go underground and collect the newly spawned ores. Progress through the game by collecting all the new ores and crafting new armor, pickaxes and other tools. Visit Hollow, Crimson or the Corruption Desert and kill mummies to gather dark shards. Venture down in the underground Crimson or the Corruption biome to collect Souls of Night. Once we've gathered all the necessary materials, we can craft the Onyx Blaster. This makes it much easier to gather Souls of Flight from wyverns. Now venture around the world and find the newly spawned Hollow biome, collect pixie dust and craft the first pair of wings. Delve in the underground Hollow biome to farm Souls of Light from the new enemies. Now we can craft the Key of Light from all the souls we've gathered, defeat the Hollowed Mimic and obtain the Daedalus Stormbow. Defeat the Mechanical Worm as well as the twins by focusing on one eye at a time. Craft hallowed armor from the newly obtained hallowed bars and visit the jungle to collect as many life fruits as possible. With 500 hit points, defeat the Skeleton Prime, craft the Avenger's emblem as well as the pickaxe axe. With a more powerful pickaxe, we can finally collect chlorophyte ore and craft the chlorophyte shotbow. Create a large arena and use jesters or ichor arrows to fight the Plantera. Next, we need to create an above-ground mushroom biome. Make an NPC house, wait for the truffle to settle in, and purchase the auto hammer to craft shroomite bars. We can now craft shroomite armor, tools, as well as a hoverboard. Visit the dungeon once again, find the correct background wall, obtain a rifle scope and a tactical shotgun. Now that we are powerful enough, we can locate the jungle temple and slay the golem. After defeating the golem a couple of times, we can now craft the destroyer emblem as well as the sniper scope. Now we can craft the pumpkin moon medallion, and we can also start working on a small arena, which is going to help us deal with the first waves a tiny bit quicker. Start the event and farm the pumpkin moon enemies until we've obtained the witch's broom and the candy corn rifle. Since now we've obtained infinite flight, it is going to be much easier to defeat the lunatic cultist at the dungeon's entrance. After defeating the cultist, it is a good idea to locate and destroy the vortex pillar first to obtain vortex fragments. As soon as we've obtained these fragments, we should instantly go and craft the vortex beater as well as the phantasm. Now that we've obtained these endgame weapons, it is going to be much easier to destroy the other 3 celestial pillars. Use all the useful buffs you have, Witch's Broom and the Vortex weapons to defeat the Moonlord. While it might seem difficult at the beginning, try spreading the damage to all 3 eyes equally and destroy them fully only all at once. Now that the Moonlord has been defeated and we've obtained Luminite bars, we can finally craft the Vortex armor set and all the other tools.